Now, we went through a number of phases, which I'm not going to go through in depth, but basically, we started by what we call food selection, right? Going into major pumpkin producing parishes, and particularly targeting farmers who are noted by having a history of pumpkin production in Jamaica. These fruits were selected, right? And what we call self-paying. We went through what we call the recurrent mass selection, where we select these side fruits, right? Now, during the recurrent mass selection activities, we went through a number of cycles. Apart from that, you also have to put in your furrows, etc., depending on your financial capability. Now, in terms of planting distance, we have two main planting distances that we work here, which we've used here that have worked for us very well. We have a 10 by 6 planting distance, that is 10 feet between rows, right, and 6 feet between plants. We also use 8 by 6, right? That's from my experience. Now, we don't have an empirical recommendation in terms of spacing, and it's one of the programs that is on our work for this globe. Once again, in terms of spacing, I need to tell you that this spacing, this planting distance may change, right, depending on the environment. That is, if you have basically cooler temperatures, you might need to increase the planting distance in order to reduce the humidity, right? Because
above 10 by 6.
Come again?
Above 10 by 6.
Above 10 by 6. Right? Yes. Now, in terms of seed rate, we use for this globe, we have 380 grams per acre. That is about a pound per acre. We plant 2 seeds per hill. All right. Now, most of you might ask me why 2, because I know people use more. Now, I use more when we don't have a very good germination percentage. But here at Bordeaux, we used to plant 2 seeds per hill. This basically gives you about 740 plants. Okay. Now, I need to tell you about the importance of plant stand. Right? You need to get about 90 to 100% of plant stand. Therefore, you need to do what you call resupply. That's what you want. Okay. Now, after planting, you need to thin out. Okay. We normally thin out to 1 plant per hole. Okay. We do that at the 3rd week after planting. Okay. Now, fertilization. I need to tell you about the fact that, well, soil test is always recommended. Alright? Because the soils vary from one place to another, as you all know. What we are used to here, and what works for us right here at Bordeaux, with our Bordeaux clay, is basically using organic manure, right? About a quarter pound per hole before planting, right? Now, after you thin out at the 3rd week, right? Right after that, you apply your first fertilizer application. We use NPK 11-22-22 at 28 grams per plant. That is about an ounce per plant. Okay. Now, after that, at the 5th week after planting, you go in and do your second and final fertilization. We use sulfate of ammonia, same rate, 28 grams per plant, or you can use 15-5-35 NPK, all right, depending on your soil test results. Once again, as I said, this has been our experience with fertilization, all right, and we have as part of our plans, establishing what we call a nutrient trial, right, for the Bordeaux slope. So, as Mr. Magajan said earlier on, we come up with a package, okay, that's what I'm going to be able to talk. Now, time to flowering. This cultivar flowers between 40 to 50 days. That is around between the 6th and the 7th week after planting. Irrigation. I did not tell you about the importance of irrigation, right, for crops to reach their yield potential. Okay. The amount of irrigation or the amount of water that this cultivar needs varies depending on the growth stage. Basically, we have the emergence stage, We have the crop establishment, vining stage, fruit development, fruit maturity, and harvest. But to tell you the truth, we have not come up with an empirical recommendation so far as irrigation is concerned. We have it as part of our program. We're going to look at water requirements, right, of the Borders law. Where, well, actually, in general, as a recommendation, literature states that pumpkins need 2,000 cubic meters of water per hectare. All right, that works out to about 170,000 gallons per hectare. All right, as I said, through the water requirements trial, we're going to establish the irrigation regime, that is the frequency and the amount of water that you need to establish or give the crop during the growing season. Weed control basically starts from land preparation. Therefore, if you have a good land preparation program, you have a okay? We apply basically manual and chemical weed control, right? Where in terms of the chemical weed control, you have to know the type of weeds you have in the kilo, right? Than the herbicide that you need to use, okay? There's one thing. Weed control goes a long way if you are able to control those weeds before the vining process starts, okay? Because if the plants start to vine or vine development starts, you're going to have a lot of problems, okay? So that aspect is very important. In terms of pest and disease control, once again, plant protein will make mention of that. But then, the major pests, right? We have melon worm, we have aphids, right? We have cucumber beetle, right? And in terms of diseases, the powdery mildew, the downy mildew, we have fusarium, worm stem blight, etc. The next step in our introduction will be introduced to the aspect. Now, in terms of harvesting, for the Bordeaux globe, this cultivar takes between 90 and 100 days to first harvest, okay? You can harvest, or you can get 4 harvests, between 4 and 7 harvests, or 4 to 6 harvests for this cultivar, okay? Now, the yield that we found for this cultivar is basically 20 tons per hectare. This works out to about 18,000 pounds per acre. Sorry, 18,000 pounds per acre. Now, you can harvest every week about 4,500 pounds, right, for each harvest. And the amount of fruits that you have per plant can be about 3 to 4 fruits. In terms of cost of production, we are yet to do that, but basically that's a general rule. For a hectare of pumpkins, right, you can have a cost of about $300,000, right? Everything being right, you can recoup about $200,000, right, from what you invested. That's basically what I have in terms of cultivar improvement and agronomy of the crop.